Wow, this is cool. All right, so this is my first blog. Man, look at all that mess in the back. I got this Nespresso machine. Hey, yo. Anyway, let me get to this. It's JRay Don't Play, and you're here today with me in the Bay, um, not New York. Just take this off. That doesn't represent me. Uh, so here I'm here today, just a blog. I was actually just wanted to make this as a quick update of like life and like life for me. The reason why I'm doing this is because I used to do podcasts some often during lockdown. Now I'm not. So let's talk about why I'm not, and do I really want to continue where I want to go next? I'm gonna sip on my Stanley. So I'm looking at this dot on my computer. I just recently got this computer. It's this really cool Mac computer. Anyway, so I have these three things on the list. I got this manifest book. So what is things in my manifest? I want to talk about basically three items is what I'm proud about this like year so far. I have this sweater on and I'm not representing a sweater. So let's see. The first thing is like what are some things that I'm happy about? And then the second one is what are things that I want to work on? What are things I want to work on? And the last one, work on slash deltas. The last one is what do I look forward to? What I look forward to. Okay, so what am I happy about? I just did it real quick like that. The first thing, what I'm happy about that I've been working with you, so I'm happy that the school year is done. It was quite stressful. I don't know if y'all are educators too, or y'all know that friends are educators as well. It has been a rough year with like staff shortages, and I know that this is not just at the site where I've been. Let me take this off. Um, so it's just been stressful whenever say like you're working with a whole bunch of folks and there's not that much like resource or folks that you think that are going to support the youth. And it was stressful when I'm like thinking like, oh, okay, I gotta pull this like squad up, and I'm like, this is my responsibility and also the community responsibility. And it's sad when I don't like. For me, I was like the my my responsibility is like an aid, or like the terminology is paraprofessional, and we didn't really have that main teacher. And I feel like there's many times during the year or even the other school year that I've worked when I'm like I felt that I had to do it and I wasn't getting paid for it. So a career shift is maybe coming here or coming near in my near future. I don't know. And I shadowed like a recent school that I'm supposedly switching to because of this program that I was working with is no longer there. So it's kind of scary. I'm worried. And I have had this therapist, and been seeking my therapist for like a year already. And I only had a therapy because like we, I felt like I needed one. And so I was seeking one. And then like right when we had a main teacher, I'm like, all right, cool. So like it's not even a main teacher too. They like outsourced something from a third party agency, but it's dope because they were connected to me. Like knew how to speak Filipino, and I support my Filipino, so I did my best to uplift the environment. I did a haircut, so I'm looking at my fresh cut that I did. Some people are calling it the Edgar cut, but whatever. A little fade. Anyway, I what else I'm happy about? I'm happy that like I used to do podcasts during the lockdown, and now I'm not doing podcasts as much. So just talking is not in the picture as much. But I'll be talking to the folks when I see them in the streets or like events. I've been doing a lot of events in the past, and then I'm cutting back this year. Like I worked outside lands, and I'm like, do I really want to work outside lands again? Like I worked the first year, super excited to get some free food, tickets. You know, I worked 2 shifts and I helped out like load and unload. And, you know, they've got some payment too. So I'm like excited. In the second year, I was like, maybe I don't want to work here so much. So pulling back off that too. And then this year, I just want to share this like abundance of funness, this free way to get into outside lands. Hit me up in the DMs, or if you want to find out more info, I'll be happy to share. And then let's see, shoes. I'm not buying as much shoes as usual, but I do love shoes. So from time to time, I get shoes. I used to run a lot, but then my feet is starting to hurt from the Achilles tendon. So I saw the doctor about it, and they're saying like these Hokas. There's some shoes that I need to cop, so then I could use it, and like some I might have plantar fasciitis or something like that, or something tendonitis on my Achilles. So there's like compression that I purchased. Other things that I'm happy about. I'm happy that I've been going to these weddings that people are sending me these invites to. Super excited to be with really cool, awesome folks that have been celebrating their weddings, their like what baby showers, anniversaries. So excited. I'm like, happy to be involved with like all these pretty cool folks that I'm not like hella close to, but like I'm very just thankful to have this relationship where, you know, I'm invited, and I'm very thankful for like, you know, the past times that I've connected with these folks and these friendships that I made. um I'm happy about I'm happy about me just putting my boundaries out there and not doing so much. And one of the things recently was just communicating that I can't volunteer to some events because of my mental capacity or the capacity that I don't have for like financial reasons. You know, like I'm gonna make my time all the way to a certain place with my own pocket, and to give my time and hours to a certain event. Now I learned that I got to listen to myself and my health and my well-being and financial health, and I'm learning to like just tell folks or tell communities, tell events that I gotta know my worth and value. And that's what I'm working on for the next part, which is what are the things I'm working on. I'm working on like basically learning more of my worth and my value. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, what's up? What's up? So yeah, this is my first time just on this Mac computer and just talking about like what I want to go. Cause I mean, like, I'll be hit with like working with youth and working there. And I'm like, yo, I'm tripping. Like, do I still want to do this? Like, I shadowed at a middle school after working at an elementary school for like a good 6, 7, 8 years. And I'm like, dang, is this where I still want to be? Because like, I do these sides, but then I'll be tripping because like whenever I see my therapist, I'll be tripping. And what am I mainly talking about and stressing about? I'm stressing about working with like a place where there's like toxic work culture of like staff is cool, but then sometimes when you communicating with folk, I'm like, bro, like you ain't doing the same thing that I'm doing, and it's from the book, and it's accountability. And I mean, it's stressful to communicate to folks like you ain't doing this right, or like you ain't I mean, like, why do I have to be this person to just like talk to this person and like, yo, how are you not gonna do the same thing? And I feel like that's where it's mostly stressful for, like working with folks. And I'm like, do I still want to work with people? Or like, can I just find something else? So yeah, I've been seeking my therapist, and I'm very happy that my main therapist is still Kaiser because I still got that. And that's the other thing. Like, I got Kaiser, so I'm thankful for like where I work at because they provide that. But like when I don't have it anymore, that's my worry. My worry is jumping ship and going to something else, and then they don't have it anymore. Like, I'm not gonna have that like 403B, or I'm not gonna have this insurance, and it shocks me. I mean, like, it's cool being on these like vlogs and platforms where I get to talk to people. It's very healing. I swear. Like, the more that I talk to people, I found out during like lockdown, the folks are going through the same thing. And I'm super happy that there's a space, and I'm super happy that it's summer. But the thing is, I signed up for summer school, and I'm like, dang, bro, for real, I signed up for summer school. Like, do I really want to? We're gonna start on June 12th, but June 11th is like that PD day where we're gonna drop in and then say hi, sub to these some folks. And I saw at least like 2 folks that I know there that we're gonna be working there. So I'm cooling with that. And then this site, and I'm like, at the same time, maybe going to Bali and doing a yoga retreat would have been fun. Or like maybe I could still do it, you know? But it's like a whole month, and like I don't know what I want to do. Like I know, actually I know what I want to do. I want to go out and do some other, things that are different because it's exciting. But I'm like, shit, if I do something like this, then like what is that drawback? And I mean, I just got off with my like new therapist that would have been, but I just got an email from my last therapist today, and they were like, "Hey, you can still be with me." And yeah, I really like this past therapist that I had. Like, I cried right in front of them that day one. I mean, I knew it because I had to, because like I was going through some work stuff that was I really needed to vent out, and then here at this platform, just on this podcast, or no, I don't even know what to call this anymore. Like going on my YouTube, I rarely go on here YouTube. I'll be mostly on like IG or whatever. Oh, going to the IG is like, yeah, IG is cool, and everything. But like, how long lasting is it, And then honestly, like, it's fun to go to food events and like whatnot. I really appreciate it, Like this Yelp thing definitely got me to go to these food events and other events. And I mean, like, at the same time I get hella weight. And it's like, yeah, a balance. And I want to like push more to the fitness side. So there might be a transitions of like, JRay eats with actually eating, and then with the fitness side to it too. So those are some things that I'm happy about. I'm happy that I can still have my therapist. I'm Things I want to work on also is like more of my boundaries, and more of like why I'm sticking to my values. Cause like I got this position as a brand ambassador for some alcohol, but like I'm sober of 3 months. I'm happy about that. 3 months of sobriety. And then like I told my therapist back then, like I think that I shouldn't be drinking too much. Cause I go to these events, I'm like, yo, it's a lot of alcohol and it's free. But now if I go to this job or whatever and I'm pushing and promoting alcohol, like, is that the right for me? Well, that's about it. See.